know, I'm the D4 this year, so unfortunately, this will be my last show. Until I come back as faculty one day. Woo-hoo! So, before we start, let's introduce our judges to the table. Entering from stage right is Dr. Kim. From the back, one of our wonderful sponsors, Jim Catchmore. She needs no introduction whatsoever. She'll go through slides about 300 in an hour. Dr. Babalola. And finally, but definitely not at the bottom, he's the man behind the operations, the one that runs the school, President James Herbert. We've got a good show for you this evening, folks. If you're coming to us live, welcome. To everyone in the audience, thanks for showing up. I know it's kind of turned into gloomy weather, but it's going to be awesome in here. Let's see who the winners could be. Could it be Dr. Sarmiento? Come on up. Could it be Rick Johnson? Could it be our very own Beth? Come on up. Our D1, D2 dancing group. And back for another year, Dr. Trina. He's got all the bad jokes. You know him, you all love him, you've all heard him. Dr. Benson. And last but not least, we've got Matrix Band Squared. That's right, folks. We have a lot of talent up here on stage. So without further ado, let's give them one more round of applause and get started. Once again, thanks for coming out tonight. I'm glad to see the participation of everyone here. And without further ado, we're going to set the mood for our first act of Beth. She's going to be coming to sing to us this evening. She's the face of UNE's CDM when you first check in, the kind voice that you hear over the phone. But she's got another hidden talent that one maybe does not know about her, and that's her beautiful singing voice. Let's welcome to the stage, Beth.
Summer's gone and all tremendous. So, Dr. Kimmis, what did you think about that performance?
I had no idea that you could sing. You wowed us as a tooth fairy recently at Give Kids a Smile, and great job, thank you.
Jim Cashmar.
I think she did great. I really loved how she took the G off of one of the INGs there, very Irish. So great job.
Dr. Babalola.
Absolutely lovely. Great job.
Tremendous. President Herbert.
That was awesome. I was ready for you to get up and start doing an Irish jig next. All right, dance around and everything. So, very well done. Thank you.
Great. All right, who do we have going up next?
Oh, that's a great point. Well, coming from the stage right, it's Dr. Sarmiento. He's a pilot, he's a prosthodontist, and he also plays the piano. So he's got his P's complete, his T's crossed, and his I's dotted. Let's welcome to the stage, Dr. Sarmiento!
I thought this was supposed to start at 5:30. It's 7:10 now. So customarily, the encore is performed in the last part of the program. So I'm going to start with the encore so we can go home early. I know Josh wants this to All right, I wish I knew how to play more than just a fraction of what I knew across the mountains. But at least I learned something from a very good Danish musician, Victor Borga. Some of you may have known. My dad loved him. Even Josh knows about him. But anyway, what I learned, at least in music, I don't have good music theory like Dr. Alan Rich, if he's here. It's fascinating, but these are the two most important notes in music. I say in cross tones, we need good preliminary impressions. Not just, they're just notes. But in music, you need these two notes. You need these two notes because if you didn't have them, you wouldn't have this. Josh approached me like a little over a month ago and said he wanted to borrow the keyboard. I said, what's going on? Talent show. Who's playing? And he said the junior students playing. Oh, okay. I said my keyboard's never left the house. I have to make sure, whoever's going to use it is clean, healthy, Then he said, why don't I play too? And then later do a duet. Well, anyway, we're going to have a performance with Brett later on, but we crammed it in less than 2 weeks, quite honestly. But anyway, so what can we play? So we brainstormed and he has a grand piece that he's playing, certainly much more of a musician than I am. But I decided, since we're in this environment, I thought about playing music that was thematic about what we do. And as students, faculty, or staff, we may be engaged in some activities that are frightful. It evokes fear, trepidation, despair. For instance, like the second years going into complete dentures with Dr. Romanowski, right? And how about me going upstairs to clinical, wondering, okay, what kind of horrors might I see? or what's the deluge that I'm going to get? So I thought about playing this next piece. So let me get set up here. I see what you're listening.
Let's give it up for Dr. Sarmiento. Thank you. Yeah, very good. So we're going to start with President Herbert. What do you think?
You there? Okay. That was, first I thought it was like in a Star Wars movie or something. It was starting out like pretty creepy, but then it got a little brighter after that. It was very cool, very creative. I sort of felt like maybe I had a couple too many glasses of wine.
Trust me, I was just as surprised as you were.
Yeah, it's good. Good stuff.
Dr. Babalola.
It's really creative, very refreshing. I love it. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
Wonderful. Going down on the line, Jim, what do you think?
I felt like he snuck up on us with that. It was kind of slow to start, and then he brought in Star Wars, and I was duly impressed. Nice work. Who knew?
Dr. Kimmis.
Wonderful. I thought he was going to do Jaws. I wasn't really sure what was going to come. And then what were his socks? Were they Star Wars themed? I couldn't see them for sure. But
Yes, they were.
You were,
I
indeed.
thought so. So yeah, great job. Loved it.
Well, let's keep on rolling on here. We have coming to the stage. He's a D3. He's good at many things, but it's Brett on the keyboards as well. Give it up for Brett. Dr. Trina, I just want to mention one thing. I don't know if you realize, but there's nobody up here who has the music right here. I can't even remember what to do in the day, let alone play a song completely on the piano. It's insane.
Brent, more like Brenthoven, right? Am I wrong? Oh man. Dr. Kims, where'd you recruit this guy out of for undergrad? Juilliard? Jeez. It's unreal. Just comes in, no preamble, blows the roof off the place. Nice work, Brent. What'd you think, Dr. Kimis?
Speechless. That was amazing. I could listen to it again and again and again. Great, great John. That was wonderful. I can't believe he did that without music. That was fabulous.
Jim?
Well, I can tell you he doesn't need disability insurance because he can't be a dentist. He could be a musician. Although he still uses his fingers, right? Amazing. Took us on a journey, and I would pay to see.
Nice. Dr. Badalola?
You are pro, Brad. Good job. That was good.
President Herbert?
I had no idea we had this talent here, so I'm gonna bring him with me when I'm gonna woo donors.
I think that's a good idea.
For gifts from the university. So, all right, we're gonna employ him for that. So, Nikki, if he doesn't show up for clinic, that's why he's with me. Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I've got a secret for you. I actually, did you know that I played piano?
I didn't
Let
know.
me show you, let me show you.
And for my next song, I'm just kidding. I really don't play piano. I used to, though.
Let's leave it to the professionals. However, I think, what's that sound? Where does that come from? It sounds like some James Bond, doesn't it, Dr. Trainer?
It does indeed.
Let's welcome back out to the stage a duet between Brett and Dr. Sarmiento!
We're both here. No thanks to Bond, James Bond. We're here thanks to Josh Golden.
really hit a stride there at that part. I think that is really the best when they were both working together.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's right,
correct.
Josh.
Well, I'm going to go out in the audience here. We're going to see what the audience thinks on that one. How about that?
Yeah, straw poll. Audience straw poll.
We got my friend right here. What did you think?
I thought that was absolutely excellent. You know, Dr. Sarmento with the combo of bread is just fantastic. Really.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How about Dr. Moyer up here? What did you think of that?
Both did very well. I'm going to go home and watch some James Bond tonight.
I agree with you. I think I know which movie I'm watching. Some Spectre, that's for sure. Maybe Goldeneye. How about Michael? What do you think?
I thought they did really good. I definitely would have been able to do that, so caps off to them.
Up here to Jen. Jen, what do you think?
They both did an excellent job.
Fantastic there. Coming over here. What do you think, Sophia?
They both were amazing.
I love it. Well, we're getting a total good review down here. What do you think, judges? Start with
How are you, Jim?
Amazing.
Just one word review. I love it.
Who's that?
I loved it. It's so creative and fun. It's great energy.
Excellent. And you, Dr.
Wonderful watching both of them just do their thing. It's awesome.
I don't know, how long have they been practicing together? That was very well coordinated.
At least 15 minutes.
I was going to say, that's good talent.
All right, so coming up next, we have the comedy stylings.
Bad dad jokes with Dr. Benson!
Well, here to break things up with a lack of talent, thanks to Josh Golden pressuring me saying he didn't have enough abs. No, dads used to be able to get air for free at gas stations, but now it's $1. That's inflation for you. You dental types out there, why should you never brush your teeth with your left hand? Because a toothbrush works much better. After dinner, my wife asked me to clear the table. Well, I needed a running jump, but I made it. Dr. Saltz, you want to hear my pizza joke? I would love to. Never mind. It's too cheesy. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? What? HD, am I? I just can't take my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking him. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog. Jokes. My doctor told me that I was going deaf. That news was hard to hear. Now I'm reading a horror story in Braille. Something bad is going to happen. I can feel it. I asked our IT guy, how do you make a motherboard? He said, I tell her about my job. Don't worry, I'm almost done. What did Buffalo say to his son when he dropped him off at school? What? Bye, son. I have a fish that can break dance. Only for 10 seconds. And only once. Night.
Wow! Give it up for Dr. Benson! Well, judges, what do we think about that? I think he improved from last year. I think he deserves a second round of applause. Another round of applause for Dr. Benson.
I mean, honestly, Josh, I've never not laughed so hard in my entire life.
This is true. true. Let's start out right in the middle. Dr. Babalola, what did you think?
Got jokes, Dr. Benson.
You got laughs from Dr. Babalola at the very least, so that's good there. Let's go over to President Herbert. What did you think?
That was awesome. So as a dad and as a frequent teller of dad jokes, I was very impressed. So,
well, I think the most impressive thing was I actually wrote some jokes for him, and he threw those all to the wall, came up with his own content this year. So that just shows he really is the true dad, I'll tell you. Jim, what did you think?
I think he rocked it. He is a true dad.
Last but not least there, Dr. Kimmis, what do you think?
I could hear the audience behind me. They were laughing all the way with you. It was great. I love dad jokes, and I love when you tell them. Good job.
Well, that was some positive remarks. I was wondering if they were going to be so bad. I wrote such bad jokes that everyone was going to boom off the stage and make it easier to say, but I'm still going to let you know. Folks, let's take a 20-minute intermission. Get yourself some cookies, drinks. We'll see you back shortly. Stay tuned for the rest of the acts. We're back.
Places, judges, Dr. Babalola. I see you.
Hey.
Very good. Well, without further ado, we've got another special coming out here, something that we haven't done on UNE's Got Talent before. You've all seen my terrible dancing, but some actual professional dancing coming to the stage with a D1 and a D2. It's Alan and Esther! And their name is very fitting, my friends. Very fitting. They have come up with a great title that fits with the dental terms. They're the maxillary central incisors. I agree with that assessment. Dr. Babalola, what did you think?
That was awesome, but it was really short. I wish you guys could go longer. That was amazing. I loved it.
I know. I encouraged them to go longer, but you know what? I'm happy with what they gave. They gave it their all. It was great. Dr. Herbert, what do we think?
fue increíble, otra vez. Hay que bailar otra vez.
Showing off your Spanish skills there. Brilliant.
That was awesome.
Muy bien, muy bien. Dr. Kimmis.
Loved it. Great moves. It was too short, like Dr. Babalola said. It just cut off. It was over, but it was great, bright colors. Clever name. Maxillary central incisors. Loved it.
I thought that would add a few points there for sure. They did a great job in choosing that title. So as you can tell, I'm up on stage here alone for this one. So what does that mean? It means that Dr. Trina is our next act. Let's stand up and laugh out loud with Dr. Trina!
That's my walk-up song for my softball team. Thank you, Jim Cashmar. All right, who else do we have out here today? I think I see Dave Moyer over there, dead center. What a hero. So you guys have Dave Moyer for oral surgery. He's a great surgeon, good guy. But I'm telling you, oral surgery, it's hard to get into, but it's not that hard to do. I was at a Little League game and I saw a kid get hit in the face with a baseball, knocked his tooth clean out. You know, and it did it so quickly. Like, faster than Dave Moyer's ever taken out a tooth. Like, if a baseball can do your job, it's not that hard. I'd like to see a baseball prep a crown. Yeah. All right, so I wrote most of these jokes last night, so we'll see how this goes. Jim's an incredible salesperson. He's convinced the school that he could do this several years in a row, which is really good. He also supports more school activities than Delta Dental, and he actually sells them something that they need. Oh boy. Jim is such a good salesman that I bought 3 disability insurance policies from him. 1 for myself, 2 for my cat. If that cat ever gets in a skiing accident, I'm in for quite a windfall, let me tell you. All right, Dr. Babalo, or as I call her, Kenny. Kenny is a oral radiologist, and you know, there's a stereotype of oral radiologists that they're introverted, can't do fillings, don't like seeing patients, but Kenny bucks that stereotype. She's not introverted at all. No, throw that one out. But has anyone seen her work with the computer? Like, it is incredible. It's just like click, 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 just clicks so fast. It's like watching a cat jacked up on catnip try to play Fruit Ninja. It's ridiculous. Yeah. She talks about ALARA a lot. What does that stand for, doctor? As low as reasonably achievable. Yeah, I applied that process to my grades in dental school as well. And prosthodontics is not hard to get into. Let me tell you that right now. So a quick little straw poll. Who at that table can actually fire me? Is it you? And you? Well, I'm part-time, so it actually might be you, Jim. All right, so at least 2 people can fire me, so maybe Actually, that one's worth it. That one's worth it. Dr. Kimmis, I have this, vision of you when you leave work, you, turn off the lights in your office, you grab your pink jacket and, your pink bag, and you go and you walk out to your pink car and you turn your pink keys, and then you just start blasting rip-roaring Pantera. Is that what actually happens?
Usually
Metallica.
But yeah, pretty much. My car's red, though.
Oh, okay. So you're into Metallica. Have you ever heard of any K-pop music? No? Well, there's a band you should look into. They're called Blackpink. Initially, I just thought that was what you would wear to a funeral, but they're also a band. So Dr. Kimmis was the interim dean for 15 months, but she was put in there right after the previous guy was extracted, so shouldn't that be an immediate dean? That was worth it. I'm not going to have a job next week, but that was worth it. Yeah. All right. Do you go by President or Dr. Herbert? James. How about Herbie? No, it's too much. Man, James, you look like a rich dude. You look like you got 2 Labrador Retrievers. How many Labrador Retrievers do you have? Be honest. You don't have any? Come on. Oh man, it looks like, what's that? A Maine Coon cat. That's pretty good. Those are not cheap. James he's got a 401k. No, he got a 501k, I bet. You look like you just walked in here out of a Land's End catalog. And you're, I might understand you're a psychopath, psychologist by trade? By both, yes. Yeah. What advice might you give to somebody who's decided to forgo traditional therapy to deal with a lot of childhood trauma and instead has turned to alternative therapies like learning as much as they can about ancient Rome? Is that an okay thing to do? Okay, good. So I actually looked you up on Google because I didn't know who you were. You have a 63-page CV. Did you know this? Yes. 63 pages? Sir, the American Constitution is 4 pages. He's like, I'm adding 59. Yeah. It's 30 pages of just publications you've got. Are all those real publications, or you try to sneak? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I figured that. Like this one. Was this one? So, empirical effects of EMDR on clinical psychology. Is that a real one, or is that one made up? I made that one up last night, actually, so I know that one's made up. That's some president shit, though, right? You can get away with that. All right. I'm definitely not having a job next week. This is what it feels like to be unemployed. All right, so I'm from a little town called Waldoboro. It's in Mid-Coast, Maine. You might have heard of it. Probably not. It's where I'm going to be going back after tonight. Waldoboro is known for being a town that has Route 1 that goes through it, and it also has a diner. Primarily consists of inbred drunk fishermen, which isn't a fair characterization because we don't all fish. But they're good people there. Salt of the earth. Bam. Salt of the earth. Yeah, we don't have gold diggers there, we have clam diggers. We don't have Instagram, got Instaclam. We don't have OnlyFans, we have only clams. That one's not that different. Jesus, what's wrong with me? I went to high school with this kid named Richard Woodcock. So it's Dick Woodcock for those of you playing at home. It's like naming your band Duran Duran Duran. It's for like 2 people. So being from Maine, I actually did my residency in San Francisco. So I lived in San Francisco for 3 years, and I was just this little bumpkin kid from Maine. And so I was grocery shopping one day, and I picked up a pineapple, set it in my bin, just kind of haphazardly, but it was upside down. And apparently in San Francisco, that means you're into freaky stuff. So I didn't know that, but a couple came over to me and they said, "Hey, are you down for some pegging later?" And I said, "Yeah, obviously." And I said, "Date and time," and they looked it up. So imagine my embarrassment when I arrived at their party with my cribbage board. It was so embarrassing. President Herbert, like that one, check this guy's search history. Oh man. So fired. My fiance is in the audience today. We're starting to get some of the gifts from people. We got a KitchenAid the other day, which is kind of upsetting because I've been struggling with kitchen HIV for a while now. It's getting warmer in Portland, which is great. One of my favorite hobbies is people watching. Any people watchers in the crowd? Yes, Jim, big time. So, people watching is a lot like bird watching, but there are some very important differences. Like, you're not allowed to people watch with binoculars. You're also not supposed to be hidden in a bush. And you definitely aren't supposed to be behind your ex-girlfriend's house. People say it's different. You know, it's different people watching and bird watching, because with a bird it can't be sexual. And to those people I say, you've never seen me at Thanksgiving. So, I'm a dentist, which makes sense because I look like somebody who washes their hands after they pee. And being a dentist is weird because, you know, there's a bunch of doctors in the audience today, but if someone has a heart attack, we're still calling 911. And that's never been made more clear to me when I was on a Spirit Airlines flight to Seattle, and that thing happens, you know. The voice comes over the intercom. It's a recording now, but it comes over. It says, "Attention passengers. One of your fellow passengers is experiencing a medical emergency." I'm like, oh my God, that thing is happening. So I was like, okay, I need to go with the plan, game plan. What we're gonna do, let it finish, wait a few beats, and then I will raise my hand and see what I can do. Which is most likely nothing, but you know, here or there. So, you know, the announcement continues. One of your fellow passengers is experiencing a medical emergency. If you are a physician or have any medical training, please alert, and then the recording cuts out. Someone hit it by mistake. But I was already ready to press the button. I had my finger up there. And the guy sitting next to me, he goes, "Dude, you a doctor?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Yeah, I knew it. There's no doctors on Spirit Airlines." Being a dentist in Maine is sometimes tough and depressing because this great state of ours, there's a lot of need, a lot of grinding poverty, and not enough care to go around. And I think about this a lot when I'm on my Peloton at my second lake house. I don't actually have any of that stuff. I do have hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt. Yeah. And I'm very worried about missing a student loan payment, so I try to take good care of myself. I have fish oil, extra virgin. I don't know how they tell. I take a men's over 50 vitamin despite being 36. And I try to stay on the right side of the law, because this situation would not do well in a prison environment. Yeah, I look like someone who thinks pepper is too spicy. I look like someone who would go to an olive oil tasting and take notes. I would be the guy in the prison yard. I would be taking shivs and turning them back into toothbrushes. All right. So that is my comedy for this evening. I have a show. Thank you. I'm hosting a show at a little place called the Pint and Pond in Biddeford on Thursday of next week. You can check them out on Instagram, Pint and Pond, and buy tickets. It might sell out, so get your tickets. It'll be a lot of fun. And without further ado, where's our buddy Josh?
Let's give it up for Dr. Trina! I think this may be one of the only shows where both hosts may actually not graduate / be fired at the end of the show. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Let's go down to, let's see, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union to make President Herbert's CV. What do you think?
That was absolutely impressive. That was really well done. So he wrote all those himself?
I guess so.
Yeah?
He says yes.
I'm still trying to figure out if he's engaged or married, though. I've heard, like, multiple versions, so,
there you go. Well, thank you. Dr. Babalola, what did you see?
Very
Very authentic, Josh. That was good, Trina. Very good, very good.
Well, Jim, you well know I don't have to worry about a 401k that he was talking about. I have a negative 401k right now. So, what did you think?
Terrific. And Wyatt, since you're so funny and still single, I hope you don't wind up getting, you don't have to or something.
Dr. Kimmis, I'll make you a deal. Now that I know that you got a red car, why don't we bump it up? I'll put my red truck in your spot for you. How about that? Does that sound like a deal?
Sure.
There we go. I love it. I'll do it before graduation. Just no tickets. That's all I need. What did you think?
Loved it. I loved that he didn't hold back. He wasn't worried at all. Maybe we can meet next week in my office.
Don't worry, I'll be there too.
No, I loved the humor. I'm a little worried though because Jim sold me some insurance for my cat. He also sold really high quality plans to President Herbert for his Maine Coon Mika. So we're a little worried about that.
Well, see, I don't have to worry about that because he's trying to sell it for my dog. Maybe that's something, a different policy. Maybe it's water skiing instead of downhill skiing. We'll figure that out. Anyway, let's keep moving on. I thought we had Dr. Vina and Dr. Carnage, but it looks like we have Luigi and Mario coming out on stage. Welcome, Matrix Band B!
Nice work, Mario and Luigi. If I need any plumbing sorted out, I'll call you later. The prices are ridiculous. You can't get a plumber to save your life around here. Anyway, so I'm here again. You guys are stuck with me one more time. And I'm here because Josh actually has an act of his own. This is the returning champion of UNE's Got Talent. And he's here to give you some of his impressions of faculty and other famous people. Take it away, Josh.
ordered like 2 days maybe or something. They did amazing. They were well coordinated and did a great job. I was a little worried because Dr. Vina told me the other day didn't think they were quite ready, but I think they did excellent. So good work.
My kids are gonna love the video. It's the only act I actually took recordings of this evening. I'm gonna show those stuff. There you go. Dr. Alwala.
From the outfits to the performance, great job, guys.
President.
It was awesome. So who made the outfits? That's what I want to know. Those were
That's a good question. I'm not sure. Maybe we
very well
we
done.
should bring them back out on stage here and ask them themselves. Where do these outfits come from? Come on out, doctors.
They're
Come on
half
out.
Slave labor in China.
There we go.
Slave labor in China. There you go. That's maybe about as good a stand-up that we've had so far tonight, isn't it? Look, folks, I've got some great news to tell you. We're doing something a little different this evening than what we did last year. Not only are the judges going to select a winner, but at the end of this act, you, the audience, is also going to select a winner. I'll have a QR code that we put up there. You'll have 3 minutes to vote, and then we'll bring out all of our acts to introduce who is going to win not 1, but 2 checks to charities here in Maine. Without further ado,
It's you!
thank you! Well, howdy! How we doing? Let's get started. Maybe not. That's right, they're all here. They're ready to give you their one-liners. We've got a lot going on this evening. So, without further ado, trying to reach it. Uh-oh, that's not good. There we go. Brilliant. So, note, the impersonators have been formed of my impression, or at least about 90% of them have. So, hopefully this is where I'm saying I will still graduate in time. Doctors, I'm back! How we doing tonight? I got something to tell you, okay? I got something on my phone here. You got a song, okay? Am I blind with my headlight? Here, let me turn that off. It's a quasar, by the way. You gotta get a Nova headlight. Do you know what I'm saying when I'm talking about this, okay? Because I love composite restorations, but you're either going to be the schlemiel or the schlemazel, okay? And if you don't know what that means, you're one of them, all right? It's been a particularly cold winter, but I have no sensitivity in my teeth whatsoever because Bloody Christensen himself told me about Sensodyne and Microprime, and as such, my teeth are doing just fine. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here on UNE's Got Talent. I've got a 300-slide presentation and everything. I want you to show me. What do you see? Click, 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 click. Do you know what I mean? Click, click, click. Here we go, folks. Here we go. You matter. You make a difference. And you know why we make a difference? With the power of pain. Good afternoon, doctors. Lionel Vashon. Nice to see you again for the evening. Bloody awful. Every one of you is bloody awful. America is terrible. I don't know what we're doing, ladies, but y'all are fighting around, wasting time, okay? Let's get over here. Let's actually try to move the chains along, do some dentistry today. Okay, my blood pressure's through the roof. Let's go. Patty the Platypus, how are you today? I see everyone in the audience is trying to make laughs and everything, but it's too late. I have a super laughinator-nator. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. We choose to live in Maine. We all choose to live in Maine, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. We will plow the snow, endure the mud season. We will even smack all the mosquitoes in summer. We will not let the people from Massachusetts come to our great lands. I was in the excuse me, hold on. You're lost, Joe. You're lost. Get off stage. You're lost. The stage is only able to hold one of me, okay? Because I'm a tremendous man, big personality. Let me just check my hair here. Very good. Okay. Move away, cameras. Perfect. You're gonna see that on all the networks, even the fake news networks. They're good people at the end of the day. They're good people. I lived in the state of Maine for a long time, and now I have clear evidence that shows me that there are WMDs in the state of Canada. This level of aggression and tourism will not stand any longer.
I went down to dental school the other day, and I'm here to tell you it costs so much I'm once again asking for your financial support.
Oh boy, look at all these politicians up here on stage, so amazing!
I just want to say one thing, I had no relations with that mouse.
Are you gonna finish that cheeseburger cookie? Because I'll finish it for you if you're not. Charles, I want you to know one thing. You're doing an appalling job. I ruled the country so beautifully for years, and you have failed epically. All of you have it so nice and easy. It's nice and comfortable up here in Maine. And while I'm down in Australia sweating my arse off, I've got to deal with all sorts of crocodiles, emus, kangaroos, and what do you have to deal with? Lobsters. That's a pretty good lifestyle if you ask me. It's the deadly America's Carnos. It can literally dismember you in a matter of seconds. I'm going to go film it for 3 hours. What are we doing this afternoon? What do you need? Do you need a perio kit? What do we need? Perio Red Cross? Or you have a Restorative? Rubber dam? Rubber dam? Rubber dam? Doctor, you forgot you're in 95. I got one here for you. I don't know what you want from me. I don't have any more plastic teeth to give you. The budget is the budget. What? I don't know why this is so complex for you to understand. The bone sets the tone, but the tissue is the issue. This is so obviously stage 3 grade B periodontal disease that is generalized. Why is it not clear to you? I could make the test really difficult for you guys, or really easy, but I'm going to choose difficult because it's kind of fun to watch you struggle. Just a moment. By the way, have you guys seen the mental nerve? It's laying around here somewhere. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? I'm so sorry. I've been covering like 7 hospitals. I've been on call all night long. My kids were keeping me up and everything. What do we need? We do... Oh, where's my headlight? I'm sorry. Okay. Start check. I'll be right there. I don't know why I'm up here on stage, but I like all of you, but I don't really want to talk to any of you right now. So I'm just going to go look at microscope slides now, so don't ask me any questions when I walk up. Don't look at me either. How about a consult, doctor? How about a consult? Ooh, doctors, how are you doing? Jen. Who's Jen? I don't even know. What do we put in when we are ready to seal the tooth? Ultracal. What happens when you are asking how much this costs? Very pricey, doctor, very pricey. All the instruments and endo, yes. For sure. What happens when you have a perforation? Uh-oh, welcome to the danger zone, Michael Jackson! I have 34 loaves of bread, 20 cookies and everything in my Prius. It was no trouble whatsoever. What do you want? I'll make a whole nother one tomorrow, so no worries. Joshua, what does this mean? I don't understand. What does this mean? The first thing that you must do is take the wax, place it onto the denture, and then you must go on and place it inside the patient's mouth to try to find the proper occlusion. Oh, I have a meme for you. Good for you, doctor. Good for you. In the Navy, we didn't have time to mess around with that. We just did CE. If you really want a real joke, go look at Golden's work. That's a joke. Very good. I have a quote that I like to say a lot. Chance favors the prepared mind. Very good. Oh, I took a picture of my food. You have to see this right here. I'll be right there. Okay, look at. Oh, you have a crumb. I do like that. Let me just hold on. Let me show you one thing here. I had it. It was amazing. Oh, should it? Oh, yeah. Oh, time. We're on time limit. It's okay. Oh, I had the most amazing Wagyu steak the other night with a rosemary just. It was amazing. Oh, it was absolutely incredible. Do you need a swipe out?
You don't need to swipe out gold. You're just taking out teeth with the screwdrivers and everything. I'll be over there in a minute, Lona, when I finish up my Candy Crush game. My recommendation is that you just go for a light run in the morning, maybe a 10K, maybe do about 20 miles of biking. I do it every morning. It's very simple. And if I can do it, you can do it too. I don't know what we do in private practice. I've been in private practice for a million years. I came from Sweden and everything. I don't know why we did so many golden crowns. We don't do any golden crowns here. I don't know why. We're going to be using shoulders for crying out. We need to use chamfers. Everyone does chamfers. You want to use imperdum? That's bull. I'm telling you right now, I have no idea why we came up with that. But what I will tell you is I'll recite an entire monologue from Chaucer right now. Nope. Shakespeare. Students doth with their death, bury their strife, implant the tooth. Yeah, go Packers. I have no idea what we're doing here. Are we doing endodontics or are we just messing around? Where is your microscope? Oy vey. I have a 70-page CV apparently. I didn't really know that or anything, but I serve on many committees and everything. I've been over to a Moroccan campus. We do a lot of things, but don't worry, I'll show up to your event. I know I'm a very busy man, but I'll always show up. So let me provide a little bit of detail to you, but there's no pressure, I promise. There's no pressure in getting insurance or anything. Oh, by the way, I have self-taking. Let's take a selfie. How about a selfie? No? Okay, very good. I am a king. That is right. My name is King Julian. I am a king if you did not know that, so you are all my royal subjects this evening. I hope you're enjoying it, but if you are not, it's too bad because you are peasants. Oh, I have enjoyed a lot of things this year. This one D1 told me a very funny joke. It was about the tooth, and it was very gingivally placed, but I laughed very hard. It was awesome. Did you understand it, Dr. El-Sahi? I understood the joke, but I was not laughing. I did not find it very funny. I did, however, give the students an A on their work. That was the only thing that they did well that day. Oh my gosh, it's a 747-8 flying overhead. Did you see that right there? I can tell by the sound of the engines and everything. Does no one else know this? Or are you kidding me? It's an airplane for crying out loud. How do you not know this sort of stuff? Is that Disco Inferno? Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Parker, do you want to take it away? No. Chris! Very good. How about Mo? Well, I guess Mo's not taken away either. Will all of you just please be quiet so we can finally get off the stage here? Well, I'm pretty tired, so I think I might just go home now. So just as a reminder, folks, pull out those phones. It's time to vote for the audience vote as we also tally up the judges' vote. We'll be with you in just a few minutes. All right, let's get those final votes in. All right, the votes have been tallied. But before we begin, I want to first thank everybody for coming out again tonight, everyone from tuning in live to us. I want to thank the judges for taking time out of their evening to come here, and a special shout out to Jim with Doctors, Disability Specialists for sponsoring this event. Let's give them a round of applause. And last but not least, let's bring everyone who was the participant this evening on stage. So let's go ahead and see who won third place. In third place, we have the Maxillary Central Incisor. Congratulations, you get the coveted DDS Bear.
for the audience vote goes to Maine Dental Health Outreach Incorporated. That's right, it's Brett winning the Golden Chicken Award! And I guess we could all say that second time indeed is the charm instead of third time's the charm. This year, the grand prize, picked by our judges, goes to ASPCA of Maine. It's Dr. Trina! So let's go on down the line. Let's hear from all three of our winners here. What are y'all thinking right now?
I'm just so happy. Thank you so much, guys. It's a really fun time.
Thanks, guys. First year here is great. This also marks my first year dancing. So, for all the people I know,
You've got 3 years to improve the talent even more. Maybe come in first place next time. Let's go over here to Brett.
Thank you so much for coming, and it's like been a real fun show.
And now down here to Dr. Trina.
Well, I'm excited that, this is my first day of unemployment, but at least these animals won't get hurt.
I love it. Let's all take a bow here, and let's get all of our volunteers up here as well. We couldn't do any of it. First bow is with our acts here. Let's go. Bow down, everybody. There we go. And now bring out all of our volunteers here to the stage. We couldn't have done all of it without all the help. So here we go. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you again for coming out, and stay tuned for next year's show.